again, if you start feeling sickly, say so, sir. Okay, well, just do what you can, and when you feel like you can't go anymore, stop, okay? Us, what much Caleb? Hands up, Mr. Mulder. All right, last lap, go ahead and get back in line. Get back in your line. Okay. Ready? Yes. Jason, come forward. We're going to fire to begin with.
Are you ready?
No. Be in front of you and step down.
Are you going to the tournament Saturday, Mr. Jensen?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Ms. Jason?
I don't know either.
I would recommend it, I know it's hunting season, Mr. Jensen. Yes, ma'am?
Is Veterans Day on the 18th or the 11th?
The 11th. Every year. Every year, the 11th.
We were fighting because we wanted to go on. Speech a little bit of preference. I'll do that.
So are you allowed to hunt squirrels anytime, or is there like a season?
There's a season.
Oh.
September 15th through February.
So,
See, you don't pay attention to that. You just, I just go out there.
to your right,
Listen to Ms. Jason, please.
your right.
You need a hunting license for that?
Yes, sir. If you're over 16.
Sir, dang it, so if, like, you accidentally shoot the wrong animal, what do you do with the body?
What? Do not bring me, do not make me complicit in your criminal activity. I am live on YouTube. I am not going to answer that question. See me after class. Oh, it's an accident that you pointed your gun at it for the trigger. That's not how that works.
The back in the middle?
Thank you, Ms. Jason. You gotta speak up over this crowd, Ms. Jason. They're a little rowdy.
The one that pushed your finger hitting the trigger.
Yeah. What?
You accidentally fell over a tree limb and you accidentally pulled.
Sounds to me like he's thought about this a little too much.
If your gun's on fire, something's wrong.
Listen, Witchburg. You know better than that. So what are you shooting with, Mr. Alex? That's a question I have in my head now.
Mr. Gonzalez, no.
Okay, so it's actually illegal to fire a pellet rifle in the city limits.
Over, I'm not an officer.
Yep, you gotta be there on that one, you are. Yep.
Back a little.
So, here's a question. Why are you theoretically planning on shooting squirrels?
Oh, because I actually, yeah, he has actually go.
For fun.
I just go up there and just shoot.
Live on YouTube.
Hi, guys.
He's paralyzed, man.
This is only.
I didn't know.
I myself don't go out in the woods and hunt because spiders.
He's paralyzed.
What's the point with that? It's not a tree today.
Sit down. And to the front.
I just.
Honestly, I want to go hunting, but if I get hunted, whoever's hunting with me has to go with me. Cause I'm not a girl.
That's not hunting, that's shooting.
She did the work.
No, the work starts after the shooting.
She got
This
us
year,
early.
she's killing a squirrel, actually, you're shooting a can. And the squirrel jumped in the way.
The can is in the tree.
No, the squirrel jumped in the way, and then you accidentally shot the squirrel.
Oh, I actually was trying to shoot a cane, and he was about 2 feet from me, he did it went around the tree.
Oh, on the tree stand, I've had that happen, did you?
And I was,
I was thinking-
I ran up to him, cause there was 2, and then one ran up around the tree, and really just kicked at me.
I've been sitting in a tree stand, and a squirrel come up and sit on the land looking at you like, what?
A possum tried to attack me on the street.
We're all birds.
Sir?
We're all birds.
There's just some.
Depends.
The bird flew in the way.
What type of bird?
I don't know, I didn't have my phone on me.
An eagle.
Crows? There's no crow season on crows.
Oh,
You shoot crows anytime.
That's because they're, yeah, as far as you can get them, crows are
Those are smart.
Well, they're a nuisance.
There's something with that.
they're unwanted.
They're also vicious.
They're unwanted bird flying creatures.
As my
Game animals. That's in South City, though.
Scientists should modify some hunted birds.
Small gray bird, what's that?
Small gray bird,
Gray, yes.
Oh, woodpecker.
stays close to the ground, doesn't fly real high.
Yeah.
Two-color gray, dark, medium gray, and a light gray.
Like,
They literally wrote a book about that. Harper Lee, the Kill Mockingbird.
So you're right.
I just read that. I need to read that. Is it good? Like, literally, I just read it. It's pretty good.
We don't have that.
Yeah, it's a sin to kill a mockingbird. I killed a mockingbird.
The bird flew in the
Wait,
way.
hold on, our first one.
I mean, I've read the book.
There are
Best ways to hide dead bodies.
great things.
So you were practicing your shooting,
Yes.
and you were trying to shoot a can, and then the bird was dumb and flew in the way.
Well, then you're right.
You're in the South.
No, we're Saxon, is someone turned a golf ball and that happened.
No, what happens, here's the can, here's the bird. Whee. And then the bullet hits the bird.
That won't happen. You have to make sure.
It's their game. And you don't know how to do it.
You can, but it's not.
Back in the middle.
So squirrel,
And I get another strap, she's in the middle.
Careful. Injure yourself your first night back. Miss Jason, you gotta get control of your group. You're not doing good control of these people.
Susie left.
Bless you. We literally got done finished reading The Mockingbird. How to Kill a Mockingbird. Does that matter?
Yes.
Have it.
And what color did you think a mockingbird was?
What?
What color did you think a mockingbird was?
I don't know.
Red and black.
I thought it was blue. I thought it was yellow.
You can claim it's a blue because it's a bluish gray. It's a two-tone gray.
It was a bluish gray.
Before I ever saw, the books in my bag.
No, they are black.
Before you ever saw the book.
Because I seen it one time and it had a gray. I And I saw pictures because he had to do a report on them. But before that, I was a couple.
I think we could watch the movie.
What?
Which version?
Not before I read the book.
It's the film on
Black and white.
No!
That's the old Peter one.
I think I haven't read it.
Yeah.
I've only seen the first movie.
Read the book before you watch the movies, that's the rule.
I can't get myself through. They don't interest me. The book's not interesting. You should read the book. The book's not interesting.
I read that. I watched it. You're not supposed to read it, it's everything. I did.
You laughed at me.
Yeah, not at the end. You laughed at the end. Yes, good point.
My
The end
mom,
was supposed to be sad.
my mom was crying.
No, I
Butterfly?
Oh, that one?
Butterfly?
It was much more, he was shorter and fatter. He laughed like, it was like, it's like, that small, and more fat.
Are you sure you don't have brown hair?
It was a fun thing.
This guy laughed at the boy's recognitions. At the end, yeah.
He died.
I bawled my eyes out for hours.
Hey, don't give away the plot, don't give away the plot.
He laughed and I cried. My mom. In a movie, I love watching people die. Like, oh, wow.
Did it have any yellow on it, Mr. Ramon?
No. Where's the body? What?
Well, that's not
Where's the
fair.
evidence?
Oh,
I mean, I'll bring the feathers if it's still there.
no, I bet I know what it was.
Oh, I was watching a TV show and this girl electrocuted someone and they like.
You need to stop watching
What?
these.
Their lips turned blue and they like turned to that. That's called vapor. Or they got sick.
I like watching people
And then the
die.
same thing happened to the girl that electrocuted her.
That's one of them, pigeon.
I think,
Actually, that's a cousin to a pigeon, that's exactly right.
I think the only movie I like.
Pigeon and dove, ain't it? My bad, you.
Wow. The only movie I like ever cried in is Bullfrog Yellow or the Red Bird.
I cannot bring myself.
Same story, different characters.
Basically, and there's two different novels.
Yeah,
I cannot bring myself to read Old Yeller or like watching anything like that.
Never seen it.
Hachi, yes.
Bridge to Sheriffia.
I never Pigeon Code.
Well, I'll tell you how this lady described it to you.
Pigeon
Happy,
Code.
die.
It's Storm Stretch.
Yeah, Patriot.
Pigeon.
What? Because it looks like the new.
Storm.
Yeah, they I think.
Yeah.
The new England.
So, Hachi is an Akita. Yeah, that's her dog. Yeah, and we have an Akita.
You have a Nikita named 8.
Viking.
Viking, I thought you said Hachi, I'm sorry, I misunderstood you.
Hachi is
Hachi
the.
is the movie.
Yeah,
The movie.
Hachi. Yeah.
Oh, I have
Dog.
no idea what y'all are saying.
Hachi, a dog's tale.
Make 'em watch it. Make 'em watch it.
Oh, we have.
A dog. That's what me and my mom watched that movie, and I'm saying like, hearts that heart. My dog does.
Dude, I'm trying.
You want my dog.
So much.
And he out there, and the water.
Okay,
Outside.
So. Oh yeah, it's based on a true story, so that's even worse.
Most dog movies are outside. My dog's purpose. Oh, I watched that movie.
Oh, have you seen the new All Quiet on the Western Front that came out on Netflix?
yes,
Yeah, it's so good.
very brutal, very brutal.
Oh, I didn't see it.
I thought it was so
That's why I
good.
watched it, because you wouldn't, yeah. You get us all dubbed, but
Stand up.
it's a World War II movie. I'm sorry, World War One.
I was gonna
Which, I love how it's in German too, because it's from the German side.
As far as we can get them.
occupy the sidekick position. Before I forget, Mr. Jansen, I don't think you've been here yet this week. Promotions will be Monday night.
Tuesday break.
Turns out, for the same reasons we had to rush testing, we've got to rush promotions too. Thanksgiving this year has got us thrown off with some of the military families.
They don't even trip, they're probably, they're going to Australia for.
Right? I'm extremely jealous about that.
Australia?
Spiders.
You're competitive, I'm going to Australia. Yeah, I can't live there.
Huge fire. And I love
Spiders?
Back
Spiders.
window?
Like, nothing with more than,
His name is Billy.
nothing more than 4 legs.
His name is Billy.
Then we have an animal for.
I know, it's nothing more.
To the left of France, on the face while you were sleeping.
I'm just, actually, I would,
I would have a heart attack and die.
So the 1930s version of All Quiet on the Western Front, what they did with that is they took actual German World War I veterans and made them act, you know, the whole movie.
that's,
And it was very controversial at the time because this was when films were first starting to get into circulation. And they've never shown war violence before in a movie like that. And so it was actually banned in Germany at the time for being pro, I think it was pro-Allied.
Sympathetic, yeah.
And then banned in America for, it was pro-German.
Thank you, ma'am. All right. So, with Miss Jason here now, we need to start teaching her Niseishi. Miss Pam needs to start learning, almost how to do the Hoseki Nunchaka. Mr. Jansen needs to start learning Hoseki Nunchaka. But this week is about tournament practice. So what we're going to do is we're going to run through our tournament katas. Everybody's going to do it. With what time is remaining in class, we will start teaching the first few movements of each of those katas so that you can start your steps preparing for testing. Okay? The next testing is already set, January 21st. That's third Saturday in January. It'll be here. Okay? Let me think, who tests? You test? Yes? No, you test in March. Okay? You two, Mr. Sampson, there'll be a whole list of white belts. Since Lee and I talked about it last time, if the testing continue to get bigger, what we're gonna do is we're gonna split them. We'll do white belts and yellow belts, and then everybody else. Because white belts and yellow belts wind up sitting down for over an hour.
that's very hard.
No. But it also allows, it's easier on the judges. Y'all sit on the panel now, so you know what that's like. It's kind of hard to judge. You cannot legitimately judge 20 people at a time. You can't see everything at the same time. Ms. Pam, you sat on the panel before, right? Okay, you have, say I know you have. So, and you have too. So everybody here except for Jason has sat on the panel.
I haven't,
Can I do it?
You can come in, usually we only let 2 stripes and up judge, but you can sit in and see how it's done, absolutely. That's typically how we do it. But we're gonna go through our tournament stuff, one at a time, just like always. Whichever weapon you will do in your tournament, or whichever weapon you want to be critiqued on, grab that, and we'll do that at the same time, okay?
This was.
We'll get you combo.
Yes.
All right. You only know half of it, but I'll get them. All right. For those who are watching, I'm going to change the camera angle because I'm going to be sitting up front acting as a judge. If you're comfortable with your introductions, you do not have to do your introductions.
My favorite part of Reggie, you said the bird.
Ma'am,
You said the bird.
go by hand. Do empty hand first. Empty hand first.
Bless you.
I could even cough when we sneeze sometimes.
All those.
All right, Mr. Caleb.
Sir, who's testing October 29th?
No, I had that good today on it. Matter of fact, I just decided on the date to take it yesterday. Let me change that. I do too, we didn't really have a choice. Jason, look on that board here, the other night. Here it is, I got it.
Never mind.
That is entirely up to you, however you feel best holding them. You, to both ends, or one each end. Just try it both ways and see what feels best to you. 21st. January 21st. Other than testing, the next event we have, the next tournament that we have, will be in February, the third Saturday of February, 26th, I think it is.
That's my birthday. That's on Sunday.
You just go to your own bed.
It's on Sunday.
Ma'am?
No.
25th, 26th, hey, thank you, please. 25th, 26th, whatever it is, that will be back in Crestview again, okay? All right, Mr. Taylor, go ahead. Empty hand first, please.
Searching.
You said so chin, but you did move it.
8.6.
So chin, this one.
Oh.
That's okay. Just let me know.
Good. 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 César!
was a little bit of an oddity that happened in your kata that time. The longer the kata went, the better your stance has gone. When you're doing the first section, first little sequence at the beginning, your front stances were little bitty tiny things like Sadie signs, okay? Then the longer your kata got, okay, all right, we're getting there. The two places you want to go the strongest are where?
Begin with the end.
Front and the end. Those first few moves, especially when you're coming straight at the judges, you want to be intense. Turn around facing the back, you can kind of feel a little bit more relaxed, right? I'm not saying go soft and be weak, but take that opportunity to really, every time you come in close, you had a good rhythm, but I don't think you were really getting that area, right? You were kind of like that. Strong first sequence, and then at the back, when you turn into your inverted hammer fist, from there, strong. Everything else between, kind of breathing is stronger. The kata's got good form, okay? You got good pace, you got good, everything's good, but you just started off so, I won't say weak, but weaker than the end of it, right? You got heart to show yourself. Plus, all right, we got other people too, come on. I hate them both. I hate them. For everybody watching, I don't hate them, they know I love them, so that's all that matters.
He hates us.
Ooh. That was a really, really good kata. You made one tiny little thing that you adjusted.
That was okay.
Nope,
Breathe.
nope. When you did your second down block reverse punch, you never set your front stance before you turn. You went to your turn too quick. Good Skodachi on your down block, when you went to do your reverse punch, it was punch go instead of set and then go. That's the only thing. Well, be on rhythm. You just kinda left it hanging out there long, go all the way back in, that is the only thing. Was good cottage, really good cottage, Nancy. Oh my, no, we're gonna flat, we're not gonna do that silliness.
Our teachers make us do that.
I am not your school teacher.
Snacks for him.
Yes. What?
Snacks for him.
No. Save me. Save me.
Sounds like a little random.
Kid! Kid!
Okay. So I'm gonna tell you two things, one's a positive, one's a critique. Okay, let's start with the critique. You're one of those people, anytime you do something you don't think is the way it should be, you emotionally respond to it, okay? You've gotta learn to control that. Don't show it, okay? Your kick goes wrong, your balance goes wrong, fix it, keep moving, all right? So that's the critique. The positive thing. And I think you came to our, girls, I think you came to our tournament when we had it, you haven't done any others. I will tell you the truth, and you can either accept it for what it is. The way you go about your kata, it has legitimate effort, like you're going hard. That doesn't happen in your division. Most of the women who are out there doing karate that are over, say, 40 or 45, it's soft, easy, just going through the motions and showing the technique, and there's no real energy. You're bringing real energy. If you were to go compete and you did that, I can't do that. I can't guarantee you win, but I promise you it'll be much appreciated by the judges, because they're not used to seeing that from us, right? They're used to seeing soft and flow.
They're used to seeing.
Well, I'm talking about in our age groups and our brackets, okay? I'll give you an example. Went to a big national tournament down in the Mobile region 4 or 5 years ago, and there were 3 women in the senior black belt league, okay? All 3 of them were atrocious. It literally looked like children that had never been trained. And I'm not over exaggerating, it was pathetic. And I thought, these are black belts, why are they doing this? So, at least you come with good, strong ki, you're pushing hard, you're moving hard, with real energy. And I guess the reason I'm so passionate about this, it's so unusual and so appreciated. And don't think for a minute that's not the major factor why you're class favorite. Because you're bringing real energy. Us. Sam? Yes, so pause me, say it for a minute. She's right, she just told me, we go to all these tournaments, we go to 7 or 8, 10 tournaments a year, and every tournament, when we finish, when we talk about the seniors that go, so usually Nicola and I, and Miss Lee, and some of the other instructors that come around, you come up in conversation. Every time. What, feel like this Pam would have beat every one of them people. So, something to think about.
I'll think on the future.
Okay. You say, thank you, ma'am.
Us. Us. Jose.
I am so relieved that you got that hip rotation on that side kick, right? And it's staying right this time. Because we fixed it so many times, you went back to that old habit, and you're actually maintaining the proper drive with it now. So, critique. In the opening sequence, opening part, okay? You're doing this when you do your push. It's actually supposed to be palm to your face, okay? Now, that's not something I would worry about between now and the tournament. You're used to doing it that way. For this tournament, keep it that way, because the other judges aren't gonna know. So we'll adjust that after the tournament, okay?
So, sir,
Sir,
why don't have the crochet over here, you can do like,
because when you pull in your, okay, so when you're 1-2, okay, the technique is there's a punch being thrown at you, and you're catching it here and pulling it back. Right? Okay, so I would be 1, 2, she returns the punch my face. Come here, then. Sorry.
oh.
Then when you get them here, what's your next technique?
Punch.
Here. Right? Yes, ma'am.
And knee them in the head.
You can have them.
What planet have you been on? Go ahead. Jason.
A second.
So, I'll say this, and I've said it while you were in class, and I said it a couple of times while you were not in class. And it's nothing that's going to take you by surprise, because I said it to you during assessments after testing. The last 2 or 3 months, Jason's karate has just went boom. Okay, your stances are awesome. Okay, there is some stuff you need to clean up toward the end of it. Once you get to the first Juju-K and double down block, at that point it starts getting a little bit slower, a little bit softer, you're not pushing hard. That's gotta have snap to it. Every time you throw one of those blocks, it's gotta pop, not just ease into it. Same with your down blocks. Down blocks gotta pop, okay? Blocks are more important than punches and kicks. As martial artists, when we're doing our katas, we think about punching and kicking because that's where the key eyes are at, that's where we emphasize. But if we're talking about what martial arts are for, and that's self-defense, it's only logical to say it's more important to block hard. Okay? It's self-defense, not self-offense. So blocking has to have snap to it. Not to mention, and every one of you should know this as senior belts, every block is yes, so do them like they're strikes. Instead of thinking, when you're here, I'm gonna step forward and down block, okay? Jason, think about it like this, okay? I'm here, right? Okay? This is not the block, okay? If she's throwing a punch, goes, I'm gonna take my face, okay? This is the block. Now, that's the strike, see? So don't think about the block being here. The block comes when you Koshige, then drive the strike into the groin. Was? So if you think about it like that, then that has another emphasis to it. Was? it starts. Name of the kata is what?
And I got a comment.
Hengetsu. Hengetsu. What does Hengetsu mean? Hengetsu is the exact same thing as Seisan. One is the Okinawan term, one is the Japanese term. Hengetsu comes from Okinawa. It was changed to Seisan when they brought it to Japan. Same title. So how does Seisan start? Yes, you're doing the same thing, only doing it with the comma. Okay? And here, boom. Yes, just like that. Bang. Right? Sir?
So when I'm in a tournament, can I call, say something and Gensu? Or, how do you?
Yeah, Gengetsu. So we can say Gengetsu.
Get a different one. Let's wait till we get down a little bit better, okay? So whichever one you want to do, that one needs a little work. No. Do I personally have a problem with it? No, I don't. I think that it's disrespectful to whoever decided to change it, whether it was, Dr. Tosi or Master Funakoshi or whoever. I think they changed it for a reason. I don't know what that reason is. We're just gonna go with that.
Tayo.
Hold your stances. Don't bounce out of it fast. There you go. Catch your glasses. Breathe. Every time you turn, go, breathe. See, every time you step, breathe. Step and breathe as you're stepping. See how that works? Save that energy. Oh, you already did that part. That's right. Okay, so I understand why everybody likes Kama, because you don't learn Kama until you're a black belt. You already learned bow when you're an underbelt. But for my opinion, Kata Udo is a much better tournament kata than Hengetsu. Even though the Kama is an advanced weapon, Hengetsu itself is not an advanced kata. There aren't any super complicated movements to it. You already know the pattern. It's a fairly, I won't say simple pattern, but it's not nearly as complex as Kata Udo. Kata Udo is a very complex kata. And anybody who does bow, which there's a lot more schools that do bow than do Kama, when they see Kata Udo, they're gonna go, oh dang, that's tough. Because they see some of the turns and the twists that you don't do anything else. So that's just my opinion. Kata Udo is a better tournament kata. Buzz? Next. You can, yes. Yeah, I just checked the clock. We're not gonna have time to do anything other than this.
This. Eyebrows.
That's a hint.
Loose.
All right. When you're learning that kata, it seems super, super long, right? Because
Yes, sir. it
as
does.
you're learning it, you think, I'm never gonna get this switch step right, I'm never gonna get these turns right. But how long did it feel to you doing
Right, a few seconds,
it?
sir.
Correct, it's not that complicated. Making your legs stand up, these things bending.
Sir? I
Your
couldn't
legs.
quite see it. I was like, what? Deeper stance, he's basically saying deeper stance.
Make your stand-uppy things more bendy.
Oh, stand up.
Yeah, okay? You're not doing, it's not that long of a kata. Doesn't take too much energy out of you to get your stances down.
It does, sir.
I'm gonna hurt it. Bound to go
My
away.
eyebrows are.
Sir,
Heavy.
it's, no, what, no, it's an inside joke, look at his eyebrows.
Did you do something to yourself?
My dad did something to my.
Oh, well then it's fine if your dad did it. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what that means.
Take your glasses off.
Oh, you're shaking yourself. Okay, it's fine. Go away.
And so when he said eyebrows, and I'm like, I was about to say that's an inside joke. He keyed so he would shut me up. This. This. So, okay. So when I back up, do I have to put the boat down and then down, and bring it back up again? Full eyebrows.
On your left-hand side, on your left-hand dominant, you're still not coming up.
What?
Okay? You're not coming up on your strike. Your strike is dropping down below target level. Put your hands. Do your sweep. Your feet. You're right. There you go. Now go. There. That. That's too low. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You're actually below your shoulder the way you're doing. Okay. Remember, it's supposed to be coming under the chin, so it's gotta come up. Yes. That's right. Close. long as you balance that on your peroxiditis, okay? Yeah, and we know how to fix it, that's not a mystery, okay? So guys, you hear me talk all the time, and when you guys are teaching some of the underbelts, you're saying it all the time too. Squeeze the hip, right? What we forget sometimes, you have to squeeze it and hold the squeeze. You can't just squeeze it and relax it, right? It has to be tight the whole time. And that's how you want to keep that balance, by keeping it in that position. Was
Goes down.
like in a mobile jazz club. Okay? Okay. Was.
Old established eyebrows.
Wow. Are there any gray in them?
No.
No, me neither.
No, I just got that.
Richard, can we do introductions?
You'll do introductions, yes.
Was, yeah. Here. Good.
Good. You didn't make any weird faces that time.
Yeah. Oh. I'm gonna go over here.
It was as good
Good.
as it.
Us,
Bless you.
us, ow! Children, my name is Sadie Hoffman, my style is much cracker on it with your permission, may I do my thing?
Oh, Sadie Hobson, I'll give you $1 if you do that on Saturday. Sadie's like, I'm getting $1. That is awesome. Yes, ma'am, you may do your thing.
Yes. Yes.
She got me on that.
Can I need on?
How old are you, Sadie? 10. Let me tell you something, guys. And people can be offended if they want to be offended, I don't care. If you can be goofy like that, and then flip that switch and do serious karate right behind it, you're gonna be one of my favorites very quickly. That's freaking awesome, okay? Was your kata the cleanest you've ever done it? No. Was it the strongest you've ever done it? No. But you went from ha-ha, goofy, silly, to boom, watch this. So, for 10 years old child, that is awesome.
Have her leg.
Yes, Sniper leg.
Bokata.
The first one. Eyebrows.
Bokata.
Mark two.
We'll get around.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. You guys say the name of it together. You go. We done it now. Did you actually hit yourself? I just saw you miss the grip. All right, so that's a good opportunity for me to tell y'all how this is done in tournaments, okay? If you drop your weapon or you lose control of your weapon, if you're under black belt, that's an automatic half a point deduction. Automatic. So what you did, that's a half a point already gone. I don't care what you do, if you're an underbelt and that happens, you finish your time. And that's a matter of respect. No, well, if you know you're there, finish. It's actually a good question. It's actually a good question. Pick it up and finish. Now, once you cross that threshold and you're no longer an underbelt, now you're a black belt. Okay? It is exactly the opposite. Quit. Stop. It's exactly the opposite. If you drop your weapon or you lose control of it, you're done. Don't even bother. Just the respectful thing to do, bow, push, and walk off, because you're not getting a score. Okay? They won't even score you. Yep. You're gonna even get, you're not mark your name off. Okay? So that's one of those things that switches over when you go from underbelt to black belt. Let me finish this point with that question. The reason is that black belt, you're expected to be professional. And at that point, when you come to competition, if you have not mastered control of your weapon, you shouldn't be demonstrating that weapon in public. Right? So it's your responsibility to have control of it. I've seen world champion competitors drop weapons. It happens. Because when you get to that level, you're doing so much more advanced techniques that it's more likely to drop. So even then, I don't care. Push, down, you're done. Yes, sir.
What if you make it look like you have to work on purpose?
If you can figure out a way to do that, that'd be great.
There are actually cotters where I've seen where they go on the ground.
Yes, but that's not dropping the weapon, that's placing the weapon. And that's different. So there are some tournaments that say your weapon can't touch the floor. Well, I know a lot of bow fighters, you come up here, you jab, that's part of your kata, okay? Well, if you jab, and that bow hits the floor, there's a disqualification. Because the rules say you can't hit the floor with it, right? Oh, you can hear it, baby. Okay? So, you kind of, as a judge, here's the thing. The reason those rules are in place is because the people who own the building own the floor damage, right? But as a judge, you have to go, all right, let's do it like that. It's because it's under control, right? Yes, ma'am.
If you don't want a weapon on the ground, then why not just get on the ground?
Oh, my, get away from Alex, get away from Alex. All right, line up.
I'm scared with Alex.
All right, I'll say this, as a whole, the whole group, your karate is getting increasingly better, but that's what we're supposed to be doing, okay? We got 2 that are just about to test for black belt, we've got 3 more right behind that, or we've got 2 more pretty quickly. So we're gonna have a big crew of black belts here in the very near future, all right? Keep this in mind, as a black belt, you should have some sense of responsibility, not to me, not to the dojo, but to the fellow students, okay? They're the ones that look at you as having the knowledge, and having the experience, and having the information they need. So, have enough respect for them that you're willing to be helpful, okay? Not to me, not to dojo, none of that's important. I've been teaching karate for a very long time. I know how to do it right on my own. Think about this. Every black belt in this school, every black belt who's come through this school was trained by one person. Okay? So don't ever forget where that origin comes from. Okay? My hope is that as the school grows and as it develops and as you guys develop, I can turn over teaching to you more and more often. Okay? My job is to teach you. Your job is to teach the other students. Okay? So I hope we get to that point where there's a mutual desire on your part to want to do it. I'm not saying it's required. I'm not saying I'm going to be upset if you don't want to do it. Some people don't like teaching. I get that. But there's still students who need your input. What? Okay? Ray? Us?
Frenchie, Ray,
This
Us.
Gotcha, Ray.
Us. Before we go, let me say this. I'm glad that everybody's healing. You and Jacob are hurt all the time. I don't know why this about you two boys. Y'all are always injured with something. Oh my God. Stay away from Alex. Okay? All right, Us, good night.
You don't want to.
They're not bad. I don't know why he's cutting up like